Everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I thought I'd do a get ready with me. I haven't done one of these in a really long time and I just wanted to sit down, do my makeup, and I thought let's have a chat. I've got a couple of new items that I want to play around with and test out. Some of them I just tested out yesterday, but others I haven't tried at all. So that's another thing. And yeah, I haven't really done one of these, so I wanted to do one. How is everyone? So I think everyone's been following, the fact that I've been sick. I actually got sick in September. My son started nursery in September, so, and that was the first time he's ever been to nursery. So we're in for a ride. I'm just gonna go in with my Bobbi Brown. This is the first time I'm using it, the Face Enriched. I've been wanting to try this for a long time. But anyway, yes, so we're now in that sort of phase in life where we're probably going to be facing a lot of illness the next year. Just with kids going to nursery, they tend to get very, very sick. That's what everyone's telling me. So when I told everyone that he's been sick twice now, because he got sick in September, he got me sick, and then he's been sick the last week, again this October, everyone's like, yeah, expect the first year he'll be sick, like literally all the time. And it's like, oh, wow, okay, that's not much fun. But, good news is we'll build our immune systems, and he's also, I don't know, he's with kids and playing with other kitties his age, and I think that's good. I mean, he is kind of like a COVID baby. I had him in 2020, and, we never obviously mixed with any younger families during that time, and the only young kids he's ever known is his cousins, but he's only seen them a few times because I didn't live close to my brother. So he doesn't really know children very well, and we were desperate to get him in. It took so long to get him into a nursery. We're paying quite a lot of money for it because the free one is not available till he's 3 years old, and he's not 3 years old yet, so we're paying quite a lot of money, and he's hardly gone because he's been sick the whole time. But anyway, that is kind of what's been happening more recently, but yeah, otherwise it's been fine. I mean, that kind of being sick, I haven't been that sick in a long time. I was in bed for a full 24 hours. I could not get out. And then, the day before I wasn't feeling great. I'm just gonna go in with some foundation. I tested this yesterday. This is the Revolution in Real Life filter. It is very, very matte. I mean, they say it's very matte, but it is very, very matte. So I'm not sure if I like it all that much, but it's a good shade. It's F2. I thought that maybe I didn't get the right shade, but I did. But anyway, yeah, I just wasn't expecting to be that sick. I wasn't feeling very well the day before, and then I spent the next day in bed with a really bad cold / fever for a good 24 hours. Couldn't get up. I was too dizzy to get up. And then the following day I was in bed like half the day, and then I got up, and then I was pretty sick. I would say about a week. I did go back to work towards the tail end because I got sick on a Friday, so I took the Friday afternoon off, in bed all Saturday, Sunday, and then I think maybe I didn't come on the Monday, but then I came back on the Tuesday, and the Wednesday was my birthday, so I was ill on my birthday, which was really frustrating because we didn't really do anything for my birthday. So it wasn't the best, time of my life. But yeah, it's all good. I just think, I was kind of terrified of having COVID because I was traveling the week after with my son to go see my parents, and I just was thinking, I'm not going to be able to make it. I'm not going to be able to do this. But I didn't have COVID. It was just a horrible, horrible cold. But it's just one of those things where, because of what's happened the last 2.5 years, we're all sort of terrified of getting ill and what that really means about traveling and all that stuff. I mean, there aren't any restrictions. You don't need to take tests to get into England, to fly into England anymore. But I still, if I had it, I still didn't want to spread it. And obviously I was seeing my parents, so I didn't want to give it to them either. But my mum did end up getting sick as well when I was over there, so I think we did get her sick, but it was just a bad cold, so not the best. So as you can see, this is pretty pale. It's very, very matte. I feel very dry at the moment. Not the best feeling in the world, to be honest. I was hoping that this Bobbi Brown primer would have enough moisture to make sure this wasn't too matte, because yesterday I used a different primer. I used the e.l.f. Dewy primer, and that did not work with this foundation. But this one, it looks like it's worked decently. It's not too bad. It doesn't look that bad. It's like full coverage, which I like in the winter, and my skin isn't looking too great at the moment. I have a lot of like spots and everything, sort of pimples everywhere. So let me try this. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Cream Bronzer. I tried it yesterday, and I wasn't sure about it. It looked a little bit muddy, and I wasn't sure if it looked like it picked up some of this foundation too, so I don't know if it was just the foundation's fault or if it was this. I'm a little not sure about this, but yeah, the embossment's already rubbed off because I used it yesterday, but we're just gonna go in and see how I feel about it today. I might have just overdid it maybe. I really like the color. It's a great color, and I'm so glad I didn't get the medium, because I couldn't find the fair shade, so that's why I bought this in England, because I was trying to get it online, and that is really pretty. I just didn't want the deeper tone because I wanted a bronzer that I could just use all year round, and I'm pretty fair all year round. Even in the summer I don't get that tan on my face. I get tan on my body, but not really my face too much. I don't fake tan, so most of the time I can get away with a lighter, fairer shade, and I just didn't want to spend this much money on a cream bronzer if I couldn't use it like most of the year. So that's why I wanted the fair shade. But yeah, I guess everybody wanted the fair shade because it was sold out online, all the places that I usually buy online, and I didn't want to order it from somewhere I don't trust, so I picked it up in store in England, and I'm really happy that I did because it's very nice. It's a very natural bronzer. I don't know, I like how neutral it is. It doesn't lean more orange, it doesn't lean more red, it's just kind of in the middle bronzer. It's a very nice tone. So it's actually the morning. We're going to do workshops today, like all day, so I don't know if I'm going to be on camera at all or anything. I'm getting ready for nobody but myself, basically, because I'm not going anywhere, but I might be on like Google Meet. So I don't know, I wanted to play around with some of this makeup. What I've been doing now is I do my bronzer, and then I stop, and then I do my eyeshadow, and then I finish up with the blush and the highlighter, because sometimes depending on how the eyeshadow goes, it kind of defines which blush I want to use. So let's see, I do have a few eyeshadow palettes that I need to use. I think I'm gonna use this one. I haven't used this one on my channel yet, but it is the Sample Beauty Equalizer Volume 2, and it is stunning and it's perfect for fall. So I feel like I have to use this. It's just like, it has to happen. So I've already used it a couple times, but just not on camera. I really want to do a beautiful brown fall look over here. I've used some of these tones and they're beautiful. I've used these two whites. This is a duochrome. This one is really pretty. It has a flip of pink. I don't know if you're going to be able to see it on camera. But yeah, there's just a lot in here that I really want to play around with, and it's in my Shop My Stash, so I need to. All right, I think I'm going to go in with this shade right here, which is called Warm. And I'm just going to warm up my lids. It might be pretty pigmented actually, this shade. But yeah, I just want a nice sort of neutral fall look. I don't want to go crazy. Oh, I think this quality is so good. I really, really like this. And I know I said I wasn't going to pick up anything else from Sample Beauty, but if the quality is like this on all of their palettes, I think I will, even though, I don't know, I think this formula is really enjoyable. And I don't know if it's better than Beauty Bay, but it definitely reminds me of Beauty Bay. Whether it's better or about the same, I would say that's kind of where I'm at the moment. I haven't decided yet, but they're just so easy to work with, and I love eyeshadow that's easy to work with, because, you know, I don't have the best technique or anything like that, but I do like to play around. I feel like I've gotten better over the years. Just finessing how I do it and maybe watching some other people how they do it. Okay, I'm going to drag that underneath as well. I haven't put concealer on, but that foundation is so high coverage that I don't think I need to put concealer on, to be honest, at this point, because it's kind of concealed my under eyes anyway. If anything, I should do like some color correcting, but I don't really want to. So I think I'm just gonna leave it as that, and I look a little bit tired, but that's absolutely fine. I don't mind. Okay, it's really hard to know which shimmer to use. I have no idea, but I think I'm going to go with this one that says Smoky Eye. I'm going to just do that in the outer part of my lid, see how it looks. I am probably going to pop on one of these lighter tones in the middle, and then I'll do sort of an inner corner as well. That's kind of like how I've been doing my makeup. So is everyone dressing up for Halloween or doing anything for Halloween? Well, I mean, we don't really do anything for Halloween. And Portugal doesn't really do much either, but I think my son's nursery is they're asking everyone to dress up, so I do need to get him an outfit. I don't know, I mean, as I've gotten older, Halloween's just become less interesting, obviously, for obvious reasons. And when we lived in England, we lived in a cul-de-sac, so I got very excited for Halloween because I wanted all the kids to come knock on our door, and I bought loads of candy and all that stuff, and then they never came. Year after year they never came, and we lived in the perfect sort of area for them to come. It's really nice and safe to walk around, and I don't know, it you know, England is, you know, Halloween's not a huge thing in England, not compared to the US, but it's not like we don't celebrate it. I just don't really know, I don't know, that was even before COVID, that they just never popped around. I don't think we had one person ever come round for Halloween, so I stopped buying candy. And you know, my son is a little bit too young to really understand what's going on with Halloween. Next year he'll know more about what's going on, but right now he's a little bit too young, so you know, I don't feel the pressure of having to participate yet. But now nursery, you know, I kind of do need to participate. I'm liking the grungy tones over here. I might make this a little bit grungy. I think I'm going to go in with this one, which has like a little bit of green to it. It's called Brunch. I'm just going to have a look and see how that looks. I'm kind of going off the deep end here. I didn't think I was going to use this color, but I don't know. It looks pretty nice. But yeah, let me know what you're dressing up, if you're doing anything for Halloween, you know, what your costumes are, if you've got any ideas for him as well. He's a 2.5-year-old, so you know, I don't know what costume we're going to find. Halloween is just around the corner, so I'm not going to order anything, because my word, ordering anything in Portugal is so bad. I'm going to do it with my finger. I don't think this one is picking up with the brush very well. The other one did, but this one I feel like it needs a finger. Yeah, I've had so many items stuck in customs, and I lost a couple of items as well. I'm very annoyed with the shipping here. I was warned it's bad, and up until a month ago it wasn't, you know, I hadn't really experienced the worst of it, but now I feel like I've experienced the worst of it, and it is very frustrating. And yeah, I've had to like send stuff back because I'm not going to pay like 30-40 euros of custom tax. I'm just not going to do it. And so it's just not happening. I don't know where I'm going with this look. It's looking very warm tone, which is fine. I'm kind of getting into the warm tones, just trying to participate for this time of year, but I didn't expect to do so much. I think I'm going to go with Angel. Angel is really beautiful. I've used Angel before, and I think I'm going to do that in my inner corner. I just love these shimmers. They are different to Beauty Bay. I said they were like the same as Beauty Bay. They are different. I would say they're slightly drier, but you can see how creamy they are. Like, I just used this one today. It didn't have that dent, and it has that dent. So they're definitely still creamy. I just think the Beauty Bay ones tend to be a little bit creamier for the most part. Not all of them. Sometimes you do have the duds where it's very dry, but most of them are pretty creamy. Cool. So I'm going to deepen it up a little bit. I'm going to take the shade Love down here. It's like, it's almost like plummy, but I just want to make this area just a little bit deeper. I might even go deeper than this, to be honest. I've been wanting to deepen out my V quite a lot these days. Oh, it's so pretty, it's so pretty. I think I'm going to go in with Sweet, and I'm going to put it right underneath here, just for like a pop of, it's like a beautiful iridescent purple. So I think that'd be a nice little pop underneath. Actually, it has a little bit of green to it, which is interesting. It looks like it has, yeah, it has some green to it. Ooh, look at this. I don't know if you can see that. It's so pretty. Okay, I think I'm going to leave it at that. That's it for this one. I am going to, what else do I do? What else do I want to do? All right, so I've done a very sort of neutral fall look. So for the blush, I definitely know I want to use my MAC. This is one of their like shimmery blushes, but I'll just use that over the top of whatever base I use. I think I'm going to go in with my Ofra. This is the Snuggle Up Duo, because this is a nice sort of peachy one, and I think it will go with this look. And voila, just like that. I don't know if this is the right brush for it. It's not. Okay, it's showing up now. Usually it's more pigmented, but it's showing up now. It just wasn't showing up before. But yeah, otherwise, you know, I'm still at my job, still working. This actually does become quite a busy time for us at work with like Black Friday and stuff, because we work in e-commerce. So, you know, this is kind of the, we're going into peak stress time, which I'm not looking forward to, but seems like everything's under control. So it seems all fine and all good. But yeah, I don't know. Otherwise, things are fine. Everything is normal still. Yeah, all right, I'm gonna use this one. This is so pretty. All right, let's try this. Ooh. I don't think I'm gonna need a highlighter today. Oh my goodness, that is pretty, pretty, pretty. Oh, I like that. I like it. I like it a lot. I like it a lot. That is pretty. That is pretty. Nice. Very beautiful. Okay, what am I missing? What else should I do? I do have an eyeliner to use. This is pink though. Is this gonna go with that? Probably not. I have another one, the Seattle London one. I'm putting this in my waterline. I'm just gonna do this. It's a really nice champagne. Sometimes it doesn't show up, but I think it will go with this look. So let me just put this in my waterline and try to get a little bit more like shine over here. It does do a pretty decent job at, let me just, looks like it's dirty. Let me just rub off some of this darkness to it. There you go. It does a pretty good job at lightening. So that's what I've been using it for. I don't know if that's going to be very noticeable. It might just be one of these placebos. I think it's doing something, but it really isn't. I'm going to go in a tiny bit with my powder bronzer. This is the Franken bronzer that I created with my Revolution Glow bronzer, which, oh, can you see it like that? There we go. It's a mess. I frankened it with some powder and some highlighter just to make it less matte. I did that earlier this year. Was it last year? I don't remember. But it's still very matte and it's still dark. So it didn't do a huge amount of difference, to be honest. But I want to get more use out of it because there is so much product in here. And there we go, we are very, very bronzy now. So I picked up a couple of Maybellines and I'm going to try this one. I think though, I want to put a base down. This is the shade Amber. I think it's going to be a really nice colour for this, but I do want a sort of a base with it. I'm going to put this on. This is a Max Factor Rosewood. It's very pinkish, but if you shear it out, it does actually go more sort of orangey. And I think it will pair nicely with the gloss. Anyway, I'm going to go into the gloss, see what this looks like. This is nice. I really like this. Wow, it's much more pigmented than I expected. That's good. I like pigmented glosses, to be honest. Very glossy. I probably put too much on. I'm gonna get like those sticky parts probably, which is disgusting. I don't know, it doesn't feel too sticky. That's nice. I don't like it when it's goopy. It doesn't look like it's gonna be goopy. All right, next up we'll do mascara, and I think then we're done. This is the Essence Lash Princess. It's the waterproof one, because the last one I had, the Lash Princess, I didn't have the waterproof one and I really liked it, but it transferred on my lids all of the time. So I decided to get the waterproof one, and I just recently opened it up since I've been back, because the mascara that I took with me to England, which is my Catrice mascara, I really liked, but I think it's got a little bit too dry and it started to flake and go everywhere all over my face and transfer way too much, and it was really annoying while I was traveling, because being in the airport, having mascara all over my face with a 2-year-old that is absolutely tired, and just, I don't know, it was really hard work and a mess, and just because I traveled on my own. And anyone who is a single parent, oh my goodness, hats off to you, because it is, you know, I don't even know what it's like, to be honest. I got to experience it just to travel in an airplane, you know, with a 2-year-old, and it was quite a mission, I have to say. Although, to be fair, my son was very good on the airplane. He didn't mind the takeoff or landing. I thought that he would hate it. I thought he'd be crying. It's his first time on an airplane, but he did not even pay mind to it. He was quite happy just to watch his SpongeBob, and that was it. So that was really good. It was just the actual in the airport part that was difficult, because there was a lot of standing, a lot of waiting. Stansted is a horrible airport for anyone, but especially with a 2-year-old, is horrendous. All that walking, he just did not want to walk, so I had to drag him a lot of the time or carry him, and I was already carrying all the other stuff, so it was just like hell on earth. But yeah, any single mother, single father, hats off to you. Absolutely appreciate. I don't even know what you go through, to be honest, like every single day, but that was a mission in itself. So I got a tiny little glimpse of what could be. So yeah, that was hard work. Anyway, this is my look. I am so pleased with this. I'm going to do a little bit of powder, because I do think I'm gonna, I don't know, I mean, my foundation is very, very matte, so I might not need it. Let me just sort out my hair, because it's kind of a mess. I put some dry shampoo, but I haven't styled it, so it's just sort of a messy mess. But anyway, yes, I don't think I'm going to need powder, because this foundation is so matte, and I actually kind of like it, because I have oily skin, so it probably works great for me, because my oils aren't showing through, which is nice. But yeah, otherwise, oh, this eyeshadow is so stunning, and I love this lip gloss. I couldn't tell you what I feel about this yet. My skin feels good. My skin looks better today than it did yesterday when I didn't use that, so it could be that. It just could be, I don't know. And then the Charlotte Tilbury bronzer, I really loved the tone of this. This was so nice. I don't think there was anything that I put on my face today that I didn't like, to be honest, which is good. That is a good sign. That is good. Yeah, I think I'm done. Anyway, I don't know what I spoke about in this video, but thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate anyone who's given me support, watching the videos, liking, commenting, and all of the above. It means a lot to me, so thank you so much for that. And if you haven't already subscribed, I would love it if you do, but otherwise, hope everyone is doing well, and I will see you all next time. Bye!